First thing we're going to test out is to see if our green flag does what we thought it would do, which is hopefully erase this old drawing and let us draw something new. All right, so that worked. Now is where you start to get creative with how you can make your pen look different and make a special kind of art that is unique to your program. Now, a lot of this we can do with our pen blocks. And I'm going to give you one example just with the pen block that says change pen color. One of my favorite things about coding is that there's a lot of different ways to use the same number of blocks. This one block could be added into my code in a lot of different places. And depending on where I put it, it will do different things. So let's start out by adding it right at the beginning of my code and see what happens. I'm going to press the green flag. And now when I press the green flag, it's going to change the color of my pen by 10. Remember that in coding, everything is a number. Even if what you're seeing is a color, the computer thinks about that color as a number. That's how it changes the color, by assigning a specific value to each color and changing that number when the color needs to change. So I've clicked my green flag and I'm drawing. Now we're not seeing any color change. It looks the same. If I click the green flag again, and again, and again, now we're starting to see that the color has changed. It didn't look any different the first time I did it because it only changed the color once, right at the beginning, right when I pressed the green flag. After I've pressed the green flag and it changes the color by 10, it never changes the color again until I click the green flag. Now I'm going to unhook that block, put it back together, and try putting my change pen color block in a different place to see how that changes what my program does. I'm going to add it here instead, where you can see the pen up block. So what this now says, if I were to read this out loud in English rather than in code, what we're seeing is that if the pen is clicked, the pen is going to be put down, and otherwise it's going to lift up the pen and switch the color by 10. So every time I stop drawing, it will change the color just a little bit. So let's test this out by clicking the green flag and draw. Once again, it's staying one color while I'm drawing, but now when I lift my finger off of the mouse button and start drawing again, I get a slightly different color every time I do it. All right, let's try putting it in one more place just to get another idea of how we can change things around. This time, I'm going to put the change pen color block right here at the beginning of my forever loop. So now the change pen color is not inside my if then else. It's not waiting for anything to tell it to change colors by 10. It's going to be looping through that sequence over and over again. So now as I draw, the color of my pen is constantly changing. And all of those changes were done just by changing where I put that command.